time he ate it. There we go. That's a nicer fish too. Oh, there we go. My drag slipped because it's... Welcome back, everyone. It's November 21st. It is in the low 40s right now, and the feels like is in the mid 30s. It is very cold. I should have worn warmer clothes. The four-wheeler ride up here was very cold. I've got my three favorite cold front lures on. I've got a Megabass Vision 110. I've got a Shaky Head, and I've got a Green Pumpkin finesse jig. So I'm gonna try to catch a few fish. I got about an hour and a half to fish before it gets dark, so I'm gonna get to fishing. I usually start on the other side of the pond, but I'm starting on this side today because the last few times I've been here when it's cold, I haven't had any luck on that side of the pond. So I thought I'd start over here for a change. From my experience, a jerkbait here in the Midwest seems to really catch the fish when a cold front hits in the winter, but sometimes it takes the fish a little bit to get used to the cold water first. It's really not too bad when the wind's not blowing, but when the wind is blowing, it is pretty cold. That was the first bite I had, and it did not feel like a very big fish. It just barely tapped it on the Shaky Head. It's definitely slower than I thought it'd be, even though it's this huge cold front. Well, my line must have been frayed because I just set the hook into that fish and he broke me off instantly. So that just happens, but it sucks. Would have been fish number one, but got broke off. There we go. Fish number one. Finally got one on the finesse jig. That fish did not fight at all. Super pretty with the colors. Super cold. Look at the super red lips too. Fish number one. Super pretty colors on them, like usual at this time of year. Glad we got at least one. Oh, I had him for a second. He did come back. Let's see if he'll come back again. My hands are so cold I can't even feel the fish eating. Third time he ate it. Oh, and he jumped. That's a lot healthier looking fish than the first one. Okay, stop it. There we go. Barely hooked. Super pretty, fatter. Not much size, probably about a pound and a quarter. Really pretty this time of year though. Finesse jig is such a great lure this time of year. If you guys haven't tried one and you're struggling to catch them right now, these three lures that I've been using, the finesse jig, Shaky Head, and a jerkbait, seem to really be the ticket. Just watch the fish come up and eat the jerkbait and miss it. First cast at the front pond with the jerkbait, that's a good sign. He slammed it. Absolutely hammered it. This is what I was talking about, guys, with the jerkbait. If they're eating it, they do that. This fish just slammed it, came back for it the next cast too. I really recommend, though, it's an expensive price tag, but buying a Megabass Vision 110, because they catch fish. That is fish number 3. There we go. Tiny little one, but that's what I was saying, is if they're eating the jerkbait in a pond, you're gonna catch a few fish on it at least, even in weather like this. Super little guy, but I'll take any fish I can get when it's this cold. I'm gonna go ahead and head back to the back pond again. Give it a little bit more time. I've only got about 20 minutes before it gets dark, so. Right here at my feet. That fish brought in a bunch of leaves. That means he dug my jig out of the leaves on the bottom. You know, look, he's got a bunch of debris in his mouth. These fish are they're sitting directly on the bottom. I wouldn't be surprised if they start getting the mud on their bottom like they do later in the winter already. Fish number 5. Super glad I could at least catch that many today. I wasn't sure if I'd catch a single one, so I'm pretty happy with 5 fish. Don't have much time left before it's dark, though. That fish was also on the finish jig. That was another bite right there. Super shallow. Got him. That fish was sitting in like super shallow water, about the same size as the other ones. So look how pretty these fish are right now, though. This one's even got like a emerald colored spot on his head. It's crazy. A little bit smaller, but I'll take it. Seems like right now, whenever you can get one to eat, they do come back, though. If they do, like, say you miss them with a jig or something, from like my experience this time of year, if you can get them to eat once, they'll probably eat again. But just getting them to eat the first time is the difficult part. Oh, there we go. My drag slipped because it's so cold, but I was about to leave because I am absolutely freezing. I mean, I can't even feel my hands. But right there, fish number 7 on the Vision 110. This is the first jerkbait fish at the back pond for today. Those first 2 are at the front pond. But that's what I'm telling you, everyone. The Vision 110 is killer this time of year. If you've never tried it, it's the best jerkbait. And if you don't want to spend that much money, some of the Lucky Craft pointers are slightly cheaper, and I think they're almost just as good. But little bit bigger than the last one. Not huge, but fish number 7. This is the last spot I'm gonna stop at. Oh, I got a bite instantly. Oh, I took one of my pinchers. These Calico lures, trailers, last so many fish. I've had this one on this finesse jig for like a few dozen fish, honestly, because I've been using it for more than just today. Get another one out. Well, that's the first fish of today that I've had hit and then not come back if I didn't hook him on the first try. There we go. That's a nicer fish too. Biggest one of the day. Right at the end, right before dark. Fish is probably pushing 2 pounds on the jig. Right where I missed that one and he never came back. I'm just a few feet away from that. That's a 1 3/4 at least on the finesse jig with the Calico trailer. I'll leave these trailers linked down below. It's not an affiliate link or anything, they're just my favorite. Super nice fish. Number 8. I'm gonna go ahead and call the video there because it's getting dark and mainly because I'm absolutely freezing. So I would have caught a fish on all 3 lures. I was making this video about it, but broke off on the shaky head. So I guess we can count that because I did have a bite on it and I would have caught him, but I might have tied a bad knot or my line was frayed, who knows. But I caught several on the jig, several on the jerkbait. So don't forget to subscribe and like the video, and thanks for watching.